This is a First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather Alert. Here is Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.
Alright, we should have audio now. Sorry about that. Again, we're coming on the air with a tornado warning that is in effect. This tornado warning includes Hawkins County, Hancock County, Scott County, and Lee County. All of those counties here in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Tornado warning is in effect. So let's get you with the information that you need to know. Let me get the warning text up. This is straight from the National Weather Service. At 6:18, severe thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado was near Sneedville, moving east at 30 miles an hour. So again, a tornado warning is in effect for the Sneedville area and pushing east right now. As we are currently tracking this storm, let's show you where this rotation is. We have strong rotation just to the south of Kyle's Ford right now, pushing toward the Itsen area, the Midway area, and the Surgoinsville area near the Tennessee-Virginia state line. Let's tell you who's in the tornado warning polygon here. So if you're in Church Hill, Surgoinsville, Midway, Itsen, Sneedville, Kyle's Ford, Blackwater, Stickleyfield, Duffield, and Clinchport, you are in a tornado warning. Again, this is a tornado warning that is currently in effect until 7 p.m. today for the following counties here. Again, that is for parts of Hawkins County, parts of Hancock County, Southwest Scott County, and Southern Lee County. It is a tornado warning right now until 7 o'clock due to that possibility of radar-indicated rotation. So again, radar-indicated rotation right now over the Sneedville area pushing east. If we back out, this storm is pushing off to the east right now at about 30 miles an hour. Let me put a storm track on this storm. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to hold together this long, but I'm going to storm track it all the way off to the east at 30 miles an hour. We're looking at the Surgoinsville area here, again, around 7 o'clock, and again, it might move a little faster than this. This would end up pushing into Kingsport around 7:30 and Bristol probably around the 8 o'clock hour. That is, if the storm would hold itself together and would produce a tornado. But again, a very good supercell thunderstorm with this here. Let's go ahead and pop me up here on the radar. You're seeing this hook signature here. This is a very healthy supercell. So there's your hook. And then right there at where that hook is, that's where that rotation is at right now, near Rock Hill. That's in Hancock County, pushing toward Itsen and Fishers Creek. So again, if you are in any of these areas, you want to go ahead and get to that tornado safe place right now. Now, where is that tornado safe place? Let's look at that. You want to go to the lowest floor, an interior room away from exterior walls and windows here during this warning, so you can keep you and your family safe. So again, this is pushing to the east into Hawkins County. This is in Hancock County, pushing into Hawkins County. Will be near, or will stay near or just south of the Virginia border. But again, if you're in that red polygon that's flashing on your, let me put it back on your screen. That is now flashing on your screen. Let's go ahead and get to that tornado safe place. I've circled that rotation. This is going to be north of Rodersville. Does include Surgoinsville. Does get up to Church Hill. Includes Duffield, Clinchport, and Stickleyville. as well. So again, a tornado warning is what's in effect right now. So again, if you are in this warning, let's go ahead and seek shelter in a safe place, and then we'll talk about areas east of this once we get, if we need to get to that point. But again, this is a healthy supercell that we've been watching develop, and then it really, flared up here, and that's when the Weather Service in Morristown decided they were going to tornado warn this cell here as it kind of started to, it was moving northeast. This storm is now moving due east. It made that right turn. It's got that nice hook signature on it that I was showing you, kind of backward C shape, and it's got that rotation there on the velocity. So the Weather Service said that they were going to issue a tornado warning, which they did on this storm cell. Let's take you to another radar product that I have. So let me get to it right now. This is our GR Analyst. And where that blue color is, if I can pull it up here on the chroma key wall right here, that's where our best area of rotation is. It's what we've been showing you here. And then if we get to our reflectivity right there, that's also where that hook is at. You see the radar is even indicating that rotation. Also some hail up to the size of quarters. The Weather Service has updated the warning. You're seeing the updated polygon. Okay, this is an observed tornado now. We have a tornado on the ground in Hancock County. So this is now an observed tornado on this cell. So let's get you the very latest information. A tornado has been observed near the Sneedville area. And this is a radar confirmed tornado with tornado debris signature now near the Kyles Ford, just south of Kyles Ford. So we really need to be taking this seriously. This is a tornado debris signature to the south of Kyles Ford, and we have a tornado on the ground pushing into Hawkins County from Hancock County. So again, this is where we have our tornado on the ground pushing near or just north of Itsen toward Fisher's Creek and toward the Cold Springs area, and push near or just north of Burnsville and then cross Highway 11W. So again, this is a confirmed tornado warning now, with also the potential for some large hail. Confirmed tornado warning for eastern Hancock County, a good part of north central Hawkins, southwest Scott County, and southeast Lee County now has it. We've got a confirmed tornado on this. Now let me make sure they don't have any reports of it, but there is a tornado debris signature. That's how I'm thinking they confirmed it. I'm yet to have the text of the update on there, so let's go here. Yes, so this is a radar confirmed tornado. So that we'll go back to the correlation coefficient on this, which is what I was just showing you, and this is a tornado right here. So this is where we're seeing debris lofted up into the atmosphere. Debris is being lofted up in the atmosphere by this tornado. So again, confirmed tornado right now just to the south of Kyles Ford in Hancock County, pushing into the Itsen and Fisher Creek area of Hawkins County. It is very important that you want to get to your tornado safe place in these areas that are flashing in this red polygon, as this tornado debris signature is continuing for multiple scans here. So again, this is what we will call a tornado on the ground near the Livesay Mill area of Hancock County, pushing into northern parts of Hawkins County in northeast Tennessee. This will pass just to the probably near or just south of the state line of Virginia and Tennessee, where it's Scott County there. This right here would be Scott County. This would be Lee County. So again, right here is the Livesay Mill area. There's the Kyles Ford area for you. That there over Livesay Mill, that is a confirmed tornado on the ground. So again, confirmed tornado there, as we are watching now through a tornado debris signature is what the Weather Service is saying is how they confirmed this tornado. So again, you can see that rotation right here, right where that tornado debris signature is, and that is pushing east into Hawkins County. So this is a dangerous situation here, as well as $half size hail potentially within this storm. So again, this is we're going to see if that tornado debris signature still stands out here on the next scan. So this will be this is a confirmed tornado at this time for the Hawkins County area, for the Hancock County pushing into Hawkins County here in northeast Tennessee. Tornado warning does also include southwestern parts of Scott County and southeastern parts of Lee County and southwestern Virginia. So again, that's a tornado on the ground via correlation coefficient confirmation there of that, with Kyles Ford just south of the area near Livesay Mill And this storm continues to push east, probably passing north of Idson, but toward the midway area of Hawkins County at this current time. And then we'll push near Churchill, Mount Carmel. If it holds together, it will get near the Kingsport area about 7:30. But it's got to hold together. The storm's only moving at 30 miles an hour, so we'll see if that does happen. I'm not sure if it's going to, but we'll see here. And that took us back when the warning was first issued. All right, there's the latest radar scan here. So again, that rotation you can see in the hook here on radar is right near the Kyles Ford area. So again, looks like the storm there might be cycling a little bit, but again, this storm here near Kyles Ford is the one that has the tornado warning. It has the confirmed tornado on it over the Kyles Ford area. This is pushing in to Hawkins County kind of slowly at only about 30 miles an hour. So it'll push there into Hawkins County from Hancock County. The Weather Service in Morristown calling this a confirmed tornado with a tornado debris signature. It's becoming a little bit more messy, but again, the Weather Service is calling this confirmed, and they are calling it an observed tornado. So that is what we are looking at right now. Let me get you our other radar source. Let's look at our rotation tracker on that here, and it is continuing to show that rotation on there. Let me, yeah, and it's even showing that correlation coefficient drop as well. Yeah, so there has been what the Weather Service is calling a confirmed tornado on the cell. And if I take this back a few scans, yeah, you can see where it kind of pops up there, where that correlation coefficient drop does pop up. So again, this is a tornado warning right now for Lee County, Scott County, also Hawkins and Hancock County, with that rotation right now pushing just south of the state line, and it is pushing into far northern Hawkins County near the Virginia state line. And if I go to my correlation coefficient, there is a tornado on the ground according to the National Weather Service near the Kyles Ford area. Is what they called it. It was 9 miles east of Sneedville when the Weather Service reported this tornado. We continue to watch this. You've got a hook on this one. This is a very healthy supercell thunderstorm as it pushes east. So again, confirmed tornado right now over Kyles Ford in Hancock County. And let me go to the chroma key wall. Right here is that hook. There's the inflow going into the storm. Perfect supercell thunderstorm here on this September Tuesday afternoon here. So right there, you're seeing very heavy rain, very heavy winds in Kyles Ford. And again, the tornadoes just went through parts of that area according to the Weather Service with that correlation coefficient drop. It does appear we had a tornado or possibly still have a tornado on the ground as this is pushing off to the east. So again, this is the tornado warning, and that tornado warning, as I step off the screen, is in effect until 7 p.m. today, according to the National Weather Service. We'll have to see if they extend it past 7 o'clock, but as of right now, tornado warning until 7 o'clock for this storm that is in Hancock County, pushing into Hancock County, riding along the Virginia-Tennessee state line. So again, right here is that tornado warning as it's pushing due east. This storm is pushing due east. It kind of made that right. It was a storm that was moving northeast initially, and it made that right turn. That's when we started really getting really concerned about this possibly producing a tornado, and that it appears it has. Again, rotation looks to maybe have weakened for now, but this storm, as most supercells do, is probably cycling. They'll drop a tornado, it'll lift, the storm will kind of lose a little bit of its strength, and it quickly regains that strength and could drop another tornado. So I'm not letting my guard down. This storm that's developed, or this shower, thunderstorm activity developing ahead of it might actually disrupt some of the flow into this storm. So that would be some good news if that does happen. But again, we're going to continue to track it with this heading off due east. So again, it's going to ride the Tennessee-Virginia state line as it pushes to the east. So Churchill, if it holds together, it's about 7:30, Kingsport and Gate City. Then at about 8 o'clock, Bristol and Blountville would be in on the action as well. So again, if you're in those areas, just a heads up that you really want to be paying attention and being weather alert over the next little bit. We got a confirmed tornado here, warning here in northeastern Hancock County, a good part of northern Hawkins, southwest Scott, and southeast Lee County. And with this particular severe thunderstorm, And there's that hook, the inflow coming into this storm. Still a very healthy supercell thunderstorm as it continues to push off to the east. If I'm not talking about your area, that means right now you are okay. We are at this time not gonna be answering a lot of questions in the chat. I know a lot of you probably have a lot of questions. We cannot answer all of them because we do have a tornado on the ground, and according to the Weather Service, which means we have to focus on the life-threatening situation at hand. So again, the tornado warning that's in Kyle, that is over the Kyles Ford area, and I've been saying Kyles Ford for probably 10 minutes, but the storm moving slow at about 30 miles an hour, so this thing's not moving super fast. Again, the Weather Service still saying here the latest update was at 6:29, so a few minutes before 6:30, and that is when they did confirm that tornado 9 miles east of Sneedville. And again, this is a very healthy supercell thunderstorm, as it might be cycling, but still healthy here. And again, this is on the Hancock County, Scott County, Lee County line. That's where this storm is right now as it pushes off to the east. So again, if you are in the path of this storm here in this red, blinking red polygon, that is the tornado warning. So you want to take shelter right now on the lowest floor, an exterior room away from any walls and windows. And you want to make sure that you are on the lowest floor. So again, the storm moving to the east right now, continue to showing signs of that rotation. But again, this little shower out ahead of it might be disrupting it a little bit, but it's still got some pretty good rotation on it as it's heading east. So it's definitely had that strength for a little bit. So again, this heading due east right now toward Midway, Churchill, Mount Carmel, Clinchport, and then eventually by the time we get to about 7:30, Kingsport, Gate City. By the time we get to 8 o'clock, Bluntville, Bristol. It's if it holds itself together. I don't want to say it's going to because it might not, but we're going to watch it closely. Nonetheless, you're going to have shower and thunderstorm activity in those areas. It could be severe. You need to be on guard in case a tornado would form because we've had a confirmed tornado so far. I don't see any reason why it should weaken unless that cell out ahead of it weakens it and kind of chokes that storm off and takes the energy from it, which is possible. I'm not saying that won't happen, but if it doesn't happen, Kingsport, Gate City, Bristol, Bluntville needs to be thinking about where you're going to be at over the next hour to hour and a half, because we're going to have a tornado, because we're going to have at least a severe storm probably moving through that area. So we want to make sure that you are staying informed, and that is exactly what we're doing right now while we're on the air here. We're going to be on the air until the tornado warnings are over for our viewing area. So again, we will stay with this until, as of right now, the tornado warning goes until 7. If it's extended, we'll stay on past 7 o'clock. But again, tornado warning right now here for this area. And again, that storm out ahead of it, we'll watch to see how that kind of interferes with it, I shall say. But again, we still have some pretty good rotation along the Tennessee-Virginia border at the moment, and that let's get you over to another radar source on the chroma key wall here, and this is where our strongest actually rotation is showing up right now, is on the Scott County, Hancock County line. So this is kind of just riding the state line as we speak. And that's what we've been saying. So again, let's pull up velocity on that. And yeah, we're seeing that rotation right there. Let's see if it's saying, right now it looks like the tornado debris signature has at least gone away. So that is some good news. We no longer have a tornado debris signature. So this tornado, I don't think, is at this point, I don't think we have a tornado on the ground. I think we went back to radar indicated. There's no confirmation on the tornado debris signatures went away. We had a tornado warning. They just dropped it to a radar indicated tornado. They are saying a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles to the northwest of Surgoinsville, or 10 miles north of Rogersville, moving off to the east at 30 miles an hour. So they're keeping it moving at 30. And Surgoinsville is no longer in the tornado warning. Itsen is no longer in the tornado warning. They've really tried to get it down to a smaller area. So again, Duffield and Clinchport, you're in it. Jennings Store, Big Springs, Midway, Oklahoma, Churchill, Cold Springs, you are in this tornado warning right now as it continues to push off to the east here toward the Kingsport area, toward the Gate City area. If it holds together, I would want to be kind of, steps away from my safe place in that area. So again, the Kingsport area, the Gate City area, probably between 7 and 7:30. If it was to continue to hold together as it went over your location, the Bristol area closer to about between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Again, there is a storm developing out ahead of this. That storm right here, just northwest of Highway 11W, is strengthening. That might weaken this storm, but we've saw that. But even if it does, we'll have to see if this storm can strengthen up to severe levels. But this one was a healthy supercell, kind of losing some of its strength right now because of that storm out ahead of it. We'll watch that storm out ahead of it to see if it completely chokes this one off. If so, that's probably the best case scenario, because as you can see here at 6:25, this is what that storm looked like. And now that we loop it, you can tell it's lost a little bit of that hook. So that's some good news. But again, this continues to head off to the east. We're going to continue to watch it very closely. Again, this is a radar indicated tornado warning as of now. They have said the tornado that was on the ground near the Kyles Ford area, that has lifted, but now continues to push off to the east. So again, right now, it doesn't look like we have a tornado on the ground, which is the good news. But again, we still have a radar indicated tornado warning here. So it's a tornado warning. Tornado could drop at any second from this storm here near Jennings Store, Big Springs, Fairview, pushing into Oklahoma and Flat Rock and Midway. So we want to be sure that you are staying safe and you're taking shelter from this storm as it does push off to the east toward your location. Again, it's over Jennings Store right now. That rotation is near the Big Springs area, right on the Hancock County and Scott County line right here. So again, let me check my other software, see what that rotation tracker is saying, and it is saying about the same thing. The rotation right now is over Big Springs on the Tennessee-Virginia state line and pushing due east at this current point. So again, right now it looks like it's weakened, but it might cycle back up and we might see a cell merger between these two cells, and that would be interesting. If we see a cell merger, exactly what would happen. It could either die off completely or it could re-strengthen. So we're definitely watching this storm very closely. Again, just a little bit ago, about 6:30, the Weather Service confirmed the tornado was on the ground in Hancock County. They have since said that the tornado, at least right now in their eyes, is not a confirmed tornado. It's just a radar indicated tornado. We had the correlation coefficient drop, that tornado debris signature, back when it was over the Kyles Ford area. So again, we believe we had a tornado there, and if you have any damage, you can send that to us. Let us know. We have all hands on deck here. We're looking for your pictures. We're looking for your videos. You can message those to us there if you have any damage, especially around the Kyles Ford area where we believe that a tornado did touch down. So make sure you send those to us, and then we are continuing this storm, pushing off to the east here, Scott County and northern Hawkins County, far northeast Hancock County as well. We will give the all clear to Lee County here in just a few minutes. Won't be long before I can give an all clear to Lee County in southwest Virginia. So again, we're continuing to watch this storm very closely as it pushes off to the east. It is a tornado warning that is continuing to be in effect for the Kyles Ford area, just now east of Kyles Ford, but for northern Hawkins County, around Midway and Churchill and Oklahoma and Cold Springs, and to the Duffield area, the Clinchport area, the Pattonsville area, the Sloantown area, the Fairview, the Jennings Store area. Then eventually, about the time the tornado warning expires at 7 o'clock, it'll be near the end of this warning. So we'll have to evaluate and see if the Weather Service will extend the tornado warning into Kingsport and Gate City, or if they decide to hold off on that. And they've not gave us any indication what they're going to do there, but there's still 15 minutes till this expires, so they're not going to give us any indication yet But as we get closer to 7 o'clock, we'll see what the Weather Service decides to do. They might go with a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag for Kingsport and Gate City, or they could extend this tornado warning since we've had a history of a tornado on the ground. We'll just have to wait and see what they do and how the rotation evolves over time as it's heading into the Midway and Flat Rock area over the next few minutes. If you're in those areas, let's go ahead and get to that safe place right now. We have a pretty intense storm up here near Jenkins, heading into northern Wise County as well. It does have a little bit of rotation in it. It's a storm that we will continue to watch here. It's heading into the northern or the western part of Wise County there. Yeah, we'll continue to watch that storm for some gusty wind potential there. And then we also have more storms off to the west. A severe storm near Corbin, Kentucky. We'll watch it for Bell County, Leslie County, Harlan County. It's got some very large hail with it. Some 2-inch size hail has been reported with that storm previously. But our main concern right now is the lone tornado warning that's in our viewing area, okay? So we have this tornado warning here for parts of Scott County, Hawkins County, far northeast Hancock County, far southeast Lee County. I just want to check the rotation one more time. All clear for Lee County. All clear Lee County. Right now my rotation concern is pushing, is in Scott County and Hancock County. It's on the state line and pushing into Oklahoma and Hawkins County. This does seem to be like it's strengthening again rotation-wise. Me and a member of our team kind of conferring here back and forth, and that's what we're believing. So again, does look like it is definitely pulling itself back together. If we look at our rotation tracker here, I'm going to pull it up. Right there, yep, where that green, that bright green is, that's indication of some pretty strong rotation here, right there. So again, rotation picking back up. I told you this storm might be cycling, that it is. Rotation picking back up in northeast Hancock County, pushing toward Oklahoma and northern Hawkins County, riding the Tennessee-Virginia state line here in Hawkins County, and also in southern parts of Scott County, Virginia. So again, if you're in these areas in this red polygon, you really, especially along the Tennessee-Virginia border counties, you want to be in a tornado safety spot right now. And that is what we are watching rotation-wise. I was just telling you about the storm in Wise County. Severe thunderstorm warning for northern Wise County now for some 60-mile-an-hour wind potential. The storm near Whitesburg in Letcher County is pushing into Wise County, and a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-an-hour winds for northern Wise County from Wise north through the Pound area. But let's get back to our tornado warning. That's the most concern right now is that tornado warning right now that is over the Hawkins County area and also the Scott County area, the Hancock County area. This is pushing off to the due east, so it's pushing like this. So Gate City and Kingsport needs to be on guard between 7 and 7:30. This storm could push into your area and could potentially prompt a tornado warning for you if this continues to pull back together just like it's doing right here. So again, we are seeing that uptick in rotation again, and it's going to push toward Oklahoma. So again, we're going to continue to watch this. Let's check our correlation coefficient since we have had an observed tornado on this once. Nothing right now, which is good. We don't want to see anything on correlation coefficient. If we do, that means we might have a little bit of confirmation of something. It looks like these cells are merging. That'll be interesting to see how that plays an effect on the rotation with the two cells here merging. Again, we're focusing on this life-threatening situation. I know you want to know exactly about your town, your city, and if we're not talking about you, you're okay. If we are talking about you, then you need to get to your tornado safe place. But if I'm not talking about your city, that means you're okay. This storm is not heading towards you, and right now, this is really one of the only storms on the board in the viewing area. We do have a severe storm I didn't even notice down here toward the Knoxville area. That's well far to the southwest, and I mentioned the northern Wise County severe thunderstorm warning and the tornado warning here. That's the only storms right now on the board. This is not a widespread severe weather event. These are just scattered thunderstorms that we knew could maybe produce some damaging winds, some large hail, and yes, we mentioned earlier the potential of an isolated tornado. And we do have that tornado warning. We've had a confirmed tornado, and now we're continuing to track the tornado warning and that storm that produced that confirmed tornado. The rotation continues near the Flat Rock area, pushing east, and we'll be out of the tornado warning here in about 10 minutes when the warning, that's actually when the warning is set to expire. So that will be interesting to see here. So again, the tornado warning will be set to expire here in just about 10 minutes. Should, and I say should, this rotation kind of weaken here. So we'll continue to watch it. Right now, I don't know if they would actually continue the tornado warning. The storm is weakening a little bit, which is good news, but that doesn't say that it's not going to strengthen back up. That storm ahead of it, they both kind of combined, and then that's turned into more of a mess than anything is to have an organized storm like we had. Now, the storm could strengthen back up. Right before this thing actually went tornado warning, it had weakened a little bit, and then it blossomed right back up, got to tornado warning level. They issued the tornado warning on it, and that's when we came on the air. So again, watching the tornado warning very closely, Churchill area here, and also Oklahoma and Flat Rock here until that tornado warning for another 9 minutes until 7 o'clock. For that potential of a tornado. We've had one tornado confirmed, and that was 9 miles east of Sneedville. But again, we're really continuing to watch this because there is still some rotation within this thunderstorm here to the north of the Midway area. So again, we're going to watch it. The Weather Service has about 9 more minutes on this, so we're going to watch it here. Again, another little stronger core developing along 11W between Burkensville and Rodersville. Nothing of concern rotation-wise down there so far, and we have some scattered storms around. We do have the severe thunderstorm warning for the Pound area in northern Wise County. That storm could have some gusty winds along with some hail within that storm. The storm that's heading toward Leslie County, and they are going to discontinue the severe thunderstorm warning for it. That's had a history of large hail with it, but the main storms on the board, probably the one in Wise County and the one here in Scott County and Hawkins County that has the tornado warning on it. So again, this continues to be a tornado warned storm. So again, we'll continue to watch it, but it's a tornado warned storm at least for another 8 minutes unless the Weather Service cancels it early. And that tornado warning would continue here for another 8 minutes. I don't really see them extending this warning at all. They might, but I don't see it happening, so I don't think we'll get an extension of this. I do think they'll let it expire. They might put out a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag, but I don't know if they'll extend the tornado warning. I do think this is kind of getting close to the exiting the polygon as well, so they're going to have to make a decision soon enough. Technically, they've got about 7 more minutes left on it. Looks like we're getting a discussion from the Storm Prediction Center. And they're saying they're not going to extend the watch that's in Kentucky toward our area. They're saying that our environment might not be as favorable. Okay, that's interesting since we host the only tornado warning on the board right now. Okay, so here we go. We are continuing to watch this storm here as it continues east. Let's just look at velocity one more time. It's not what it was like earlier, that's for sure. Again, this thing might pull its act back together. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked maybe if they went with at least a severe thunderstorm warning here in just a few minutes. For this storm, they got about 6 minutes to make their decision. It's still hanging around nonetheless, the rotation is, and with the history of this having a tornado on the ground, I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they extended it, but it also wouldn't shock me if they went with a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag. So that's kind of where I'm at. It is all up to the National Weather Service on what they would like to do. If they would like to extend this warning, or if they want to either cancel this altogether, or potentially extend it as a severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll watch it closely. Also want to let you know, while this thing is kind of, and they're going to do it as a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag. So they're going to extend this as a severe thunderstorm warning. I was about to go on to a whole other thing, but a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued now for parts of the viewing area for Hancock County, for Hawkins County, for Sullivan County, for Washington County, Tennessee, Lee County, far eastern Lee County all clear, for Scott County, far southwest Russell County, western Washington County, Virginia until 7:45. That's the flashing yellow polygon on your screen. A tornado is possible within this storm, they're saying, along with some 60-mile-an-hour winds. This severe thunderstorm warning goes until 7:45, and it does have the tornado possible tag in case this thing would ramp back up. They're going to be starting to rotate a little bit near Seguinsville maybe as well. And they've expired the tornado warning, so no more tornado warning on the board. So the tornado warning has been expired. We are left with a severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll stay on the air for another couple minutes, but we're going to go off the air here in just a minute. So heads up to radio partners. We're going to go off the air here in about 2 minutes. I'm just going to recap the new warning and read it off, and then we will probably go off the air. So again, let me read this to you from the National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm warning for a good chunk of southern and southwest Virginia, for Scott County, southwest Russell County, far western Washington County, gets close to the city of Bristol, for a good part of central and western Sullivan County, far northern Washington County, Tennessee, a good part of northern and eastern Hawkins County, if I didn't say already, a good part of Scott County, and far eastern Lee County is technically in the warning, but I just don't see anything impactful happening now in Lee County. I think east of you, they're saying a severe thunderstorm 10 miles west of Gate City was moving east at 30 miles an hour. I'm forming into a little more of a line here, actually, with 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. But they're saying that a tornado could be possible and remain alert for a possible tornado, as this storm does have the history of producing a tornado just a little bit ago. The rotation has weakened for now. Do have some broad rotation near Seguinsville that we'll watch as well. But the rotation in these storms have weakened for now. So let's check on Wise County just real quick. The storms are pushing into Wise County at this time with some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Possible. Heads up to Dickinson and Buchanan County for these storms. But again, the main storm that we have been watching the entire time we've been on the air, that was tornado warned. The tornado warning has been dropped. We are now to a severe thunderstorm warning. It does have the tornado possible tag on it, so make sure to stay alert. But severe thunderstorm warning for southwest Russell, western Washington County, far northern Washington County and Tennessee, good part of central and western Sullivan County, good part of northern and eastern Hawkins County, and far eastern Lee County, but all clear to Lee County. So we thank you for joining us. We're going to go off the air for now. Should we need to come back on the air, should we get a tornado warning or any more updates on this warning, if anything starts to look concerning, we will come back on the air. But again, this storm is going to stay north of Johnson City, north of Greenville, north of Rogersville. So again, this storm is confined to areas near the Tennessee-Virginia line. So again, it's confined basically within this severe thunderstorm warning. If you are south of this severe thunderstorm warning, the storm's not going to hit you, but it's for areas within the severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning goes until 7:45. For now, we are going to go off the air, but we'll come back as need be. This has been a First Warn Tri-Cities severe weather alert for the entire First Warn Tri-Cities team. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.